Do a poem called These Voices. These voices are in my head. They stay with me 24/7. These voices are allowed to forgive me when I am silent because we are having a discussion. These voices are in my head. These voices are with me constantly, so forgive me if I do not reply to your message on time because my voices and I are debating if you're worth it. Forgive me if it takes time for me to relate to you because my voices are trying to figure out if you're here to stay or if you're here to go. Forgive me because these voices control me and they tell me things that hurt and things that are true, but sometimes they over-exaggerate. These voices in my head predict the future and sometimes it hurts. These voices in my head constantly tell me that I need to rest because I am exhausted. I am not exhausted physically. I am exhausted mentally, and they tell me that you need to sleep, but not sleep because sleep will not be enough. So you need to sleep a sleep that is deep to the point that is 6 feet under. These voices in my head, they control me and they cause me to break down in public. These voices in my head stay with me 24/7. These voices in my head that cause me to sleep in the afternoon and fail to sleep in the night and become a night watch. These voices in my head. These voices in my head. These voices in my head. They stay in control. Even right now as I speak to you, they speak to me. So these voices in my head constantly mock me, tell me that I'm not good enough. These voices in my head say I'm not worth loving. These voices in my head tell me grab the nearest pills and pop a pill till you can't pop no more. These voices in my head express themselves better than I express myself because when I'm angry, these voices come out and they unleash an anger that is dark and they hurt people, and I now have to remain because after these voices are gone, I have to apologize to the people that I have hurt. These voices in my head are hurt. These voices in my head cause my depression and my anxiety to act up when it's not supposed to. These voices in my head, these voices in my head, these voices in my head, they stay true, they stay real, they stay with me even when I desire them to leave. These voices in my head, I lock them out by trying to sing and try to be happy, but many me do I know that they are just there knocking at my door and hoping for me to open. And the slightest thing that happens that is bad, these voices appear in my head and they tell me, we told you so. So I'm afraid to love, so I sit by the corner while I watch everybody fall in love. I'm afraid to open up about myself because I'm afraid you'll not be accepted. These voices tell me I am not worthy. And yet sometimes I believe them, but sometimes they say you are not worthy either. But these voices in my head, they be with me 24/7. Because these voices in my head are my anxiety and my depression. Thank you.